What's up, yo? I got a message for you that I wish someone had told me when I was a teenager, when I was a lot younger, that I never had figured out until I was a lot older. So let me spare you a few years and tell you a story about a girl I went to high school with. She was the babe. She was the hot one. She was the gorgeous one with the perfect bum. She was a track star. She was all the boys wanted her, and all the girls wanted to be her. And I thought I had to be like her in order to be loved, in order to be liked, in order to be your friend. I thought I had to change who I was. She had big, puffy, curly hair, so I made my hair big and puffy and curly because I thought that's what I had to do. I didn't think I was good enough. Even the PE teacher, she never let me live up how I should just be like her. Why can't you be more like her? Because she was so good at track and field, and I couldn't even run a 100-meter race. But the fact is, I had celiac disease back then. I just didn't know why I was so tired and weak and small. Now I do. But back then, I thought I wasn't enough because I wasn't the sports girl. I was the artsy girl, the daydreamer off in the corner doodling on my books and writing poetry and making up imaginary worlds with my stories. I wasn't that girl. And I spent so long thinking I had to change who I was that I was never living as myself. I wasn't being myself. I was beating the shit out of myself when that little girl who I was actually a little cutie patootie when I look back at her. She had dreams and talents and visions. She had a heart of gold. And I discredited everything because I thought I had to be like that track star girl. How wrong was that? How sad was that I missed out on some of the fun years of life thinking I wasn't measuring up? Are you doing that? There's something that I learned I want to share with you. At some point in our lives, we think we need to compare ourselves to somebody else. We think that because we're not the sports person or we're not the successful person going to school or becoming a doctor or doing whatever, we think that we don't measure up. We discredit our talents, our skills, our heart, our abilities. We discredit things about ourselves because we compare ourselves to somebody who is completely different than we will ever be. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no right, there's no wrong. There's just different. And there is a seat for everybody at the table. There is more than enough talent and love to go around for everybody. And that part I want you to get into your heart and into your mind so deeply you never forget it. You are an irreplaceable piece of the puzzle. And you bring something to this table that nobody else in the entire world will ever be able to. Because you are an individual. You are so unique, and nobody will ever be you. No one will ever be like you. And there's somebody out there thinking, hey, I wish I could be like them. And here you are discrediting yourself, calling yourself garbage or small or worthless or meaningless or not good enough. You have no idea how beautiful, how wonderful, how handsome, or how talented you are. Because you got these silly little blinders on thinking you have to be like them, when they may be beautiful, may be talented, may be wonderful. So appreciate them. That's great. There's more than enough to go around. Enough talent, enough love, enough money, enough energy, enough everything. And there's something out there just for you. But you'll never get it if you're sitting there beating the shit out of yourself thinking you should be someone else or like someone else. Because who you are, and what you offer, just by being who you are, is worth so much. Don't play small. Don't minimize that. Don't squash that. And whatever you do, don't you ever hide your light and dim your light for someone else or because of someone else. Be who you are and seek that with your whole heart all of your life. You'll go through phases where you may have a breakup or a new career or something different, and you don't know who you are anymore because things have changed in life. Figure out who you are. Seek it with all your heart, who you truly are deep down, besides the societal norms, besides what we think is cool or not cool or what group we feel like we have to fit into. Find out who you truly are deep down. Be that no matter what. Pursue that, those desires of your heart, no matter what. Go after them. Don't squash them. Don't hide them. Be you and go for that. Because that is the greatest gift you could ever give back to God who created you, the universe, whatever you want to believe it is. That is the greatest thing you could give back to your Creator, is to live fully as who you truly are in all of your glory and all of your potential. You are irreplaceable. You matter. So stop comparing yourself to somebody else, because one day you're going to look back and be like, hey, I was actually a little cutie patootie, or a cool guy, or a great person. I just didn't give myself enough credit. Too hard on myself, right? Don't do it. Give yourself some credit today. Look at what you've been through. Look at what you've been able to accomplish. Look at what you can do, your talents, your abilities that only you have. The way you love, the way you smile, the way you laugh like no one else can. And the people who love you, that's what they love about you, not about someone else. The way you smile. Do you think your sister can see that anyone else in the world? No. Do you think your brother, your mom, your dad, your best friends can look at anybody else and have the same thing as you? No. You are so unique and you're magnificent. So just be you, because that is more than enough. You are loved. Thank you for listening.